I'm covered in fabric. I'm going to be sharing with you today all the fabrics I got with my dad at the fabric district in Santiago, the capital of Chile. So fabrics galore, stay tuned. Hi sewing friends, I'm Karina. This is Lifting Pins and Needles, a channel all about sewing, limitless sewing. I am sharing with you 2 videos a week, mainly about sewing, maybe about 99% sewing videos, maybe 1% of the videos are fabric hauls, and that is what I'm sharing today. I am sharing all the fabrics I purchased the other day. I hadn't anticipated on purchasing so much, but I ran into a warehouse type situation where the whole shop was at about $150 a meter. So I couldn't resist, and I did pick up quite a lot of yardage. I'm sure I'm not going to get to it all this summer, of course. I will be taking some back with me. I'm very excited because I found some types that I don't find in Brazil where I live, and now I can actually try some projects I'd wanted to try but I hadn't been able to because of the lack of type of fabric, adequate type. They are there, they are always around me, so yeah, you'll get distracted by them. This is a linen blend. I think it's a blend with cotton. It's quite sturdy and it's got pink and green tones. I purchased this one thinking about my 2 nieces. Because it's a structured fabric, I'm thinking dungarees or shorts or trousers or something of that sort. I would need to sew some plain cotton to line these with because the fabric is quite rough. It's not the softest fabric you've ever touched, you know, but it's pretty and I think it's very girly, very feminine with all these colors. And so I've got this one, and then I found a similar one that is the same type of fabric, only that the stripes are a bit different and the pink is more intense in this one. So I'll put a picture here of a dungaree pattern I have that Anna from You Got Me in Stitches sent to me from the UK last year in a fabric swap. That is the main pattern I'm going to try and make for my baby niece who is 14 months old, and for my older niece that's 5. This is a red linen. Now this is not one I purchased myself. My mum purchased this one in the local city where we live in the south of Chile. When she saw my video, there's birds here too. When she saw the video I posted the other day on a blazer that I made in beige linen Simplicity 8604, she really loved that style and she really wants me to make her one. So she got this red linen that I'm going to be making that blazer for her. I'm going to resize it for her. I brought the pattern along with me, and the smallest size in that pattern envelope was 16, and that's the size that I made. So now I think I made a blend from a 16 to 18, so I'm going to have to resize it to her because she's mainly a 14. But that'll be fun, and that's the fabric. It's gorgeous. And we've got red lining to match as well. Other types of fabric. Now these were little remnants, and this is Activewear fabric. Suplex. I have bought this type of fabric before. It's printed on one side and white on the other, and it's blue, and I've got that amount. Very nice. I don't know what I'll make with it. Probably just a little tank top. Who knows? But it was there and I couldn't pass it up because it's not easy to find activewear fabric. And then there's this other one, and I think there's a bit more here, about 70 centimeters ish. Not enough for much, but still nice. Same type, very similar to each other. This is a rayon 100% viscose that mum bought for me to make my nieces some dresses. It's white and then it's got that type of print there, super girly. And I'm going to be making a really nice bodice with a little keyhole opening at the back. If I find the picture of the pattern, I'll put it here on screen. I can't remember the name of the pattern, but it's from Bella Sunshine Designs. I'm going to be using the bodice and then drafting my own half circle skirts to go with the bodices. And that's the fabric, and I'll be lining it with just white lining fabric, you know. These are a mix of plans and haul sort of thing. Now, you know, I've made things this year with leather look jersey. I've made t-shirts. I've made accents of clothes. I've used the lapels and all that. I had found some burgundy and some black in Brazil. And in this shop where everything was $150, I found some in purple. It's a very dark purple. I'm not sure if you're going to see the sheen there, but this is the leather look side, and on the other side it's just your typical jersey. I'm not sure of the composition here, but there is stretch, horizontal stretch, I would say 20%, vertical minimal, nothing really. So I've got to really think what this is going to be good for, but I did like the purple color. I have purple boots, so yeah. Following with purple, I found this purple crepe. It's purple with black and it's got that sort of design print there. Now on screen the purple is looking a bit more burgundy than it really is. It is actually a dark purple. I don't know why the camera distorts color, you know, but it's really nice. I've got 2 meters and I'm going to be actually working on this fabric this week. I'm doing a pattern test, so I can't really share, and you'll probably see this dress months from now. Months and months you'll see a dress made out of this fabric. I found some white linen cotton blend. It's quite thick, quite sturdy. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see the texture of the fabric there, but it's very nice. And you know, it's hard to find fabric like this where I live, and I have found some, but very, very, very expensive. This one I purchased not in the shop where everything was $150. I think I got 2 meters of this one. No future plans, but what I can see with this one is like a really nice skirt or sundress, you know, similar to the Fiona dress from Closet Case Patterns. A style like that I see in this. I'm not sure. It's hard for me to actually make things in white for myself, but in theory I like them, so I have the material now. In the last video where I showed 2 Canyon cardigans, I mentioned I'd bought a ton of sweater knits, when in actual fact I've bought 4 pieces of fabric. So I have 4 types here, so it's not a ton. I'm going to be keeping my eyes open for them because I really like them. And if I make a cardigan out of this fabric, this is like a coat for me in Brazil. It's good for my winter, to wear around the house, to go out, you know. So I've got this one that I have already shown in an example of styles not to use when the wrong side of the fabric is going to be seen because the other side is white and this is the printed side. So it's super nice, it's super soft. I might make something with this as a gift. I'm not quite sure yet, but yeah, it's very nice. And I purchased this one locally in the city that I am in now, not in the capital. Then I have one that I got specifically to make my nieces. It's like a winter dress. I have made them winter dresses before, and I just use any bodice that is like for a long sleeve t-shirt, and then I just cut them at the waist and add a gathered skirt or a pleated skirt or a half circle skirt. It's very easy to sew for little girls because their measurements are quite rectangular, you know, you don't have to worry about fit. So I'm quite happy to adapt just a t-shirt pattern into a dress made in knit fabric. And this is like a sweater knit, but it's very, very drapey and very soft. It's got it's coming up more red on screen, but it's actually burgundy with white, with those designs like that. And on the other side it's white. I have quite a lot, 2 meters. You can get a lot of clothing for little girls, so I hope I can make them some cardigans and a dress. Who knows? I'm gonna stretch this out as much as I can because I think the colors really suit them. And my older niece, she has a woolly coat, like a proper coat that is burgundy, so I think that will go together really well for her winter. This one I got for myself. This one was also $150 a meter. I couldn't believe it, and I splurged on 2 whole meters. I should have got more, you know. I had a problem, well, with my dad. We were just walking around and we were carrying heavy bags, and it was just hard to move all this fabric around where we were going. I ended up buying a little trolley. I'll put a picture of my dad here so you can see him. He was pushing the trolley around. So I just blended in with everyone else that was carrying fabric in trolleys. I know now for the next time to take the trolley, so I'm more comfortable in putting all this bulk. It can get really heavy if you're walking around carrying meters of fabric, you know. So I love this. It's so nice, and it's got all the colors I like: blue, gray, and just those geometrical shapes like that I really like. And I can see myself in a long cardigan, you know, with this one. I really like it. Now I have sort of a plan for this. Last year I was a pattern test for the Aveiro cardigan from Itch to Stitch, and I made a black and red Aztec print sort of thing. And I've had a hack on my mind that involves zippers for a long time. And because I didn't have the right sweater knits, I never got around to doing it until now that I have one that really inspires me. I really like this. It's a nice like winter type garment for me, and I'm gonna do that. This is another sweater knit I found over there at the same shop, and it's got grays and navies and blue, sort of like a paisley type design. I'm not sure what you call that stuff. But yeah, my mum liked this one, and I'm thinking, I already showed her some cardigan patterns that I already have, and she was taken with the Paro cardigan from Itch to Stitch. It's got quite a lot of like nice features at the back with pleats, and for someone that is like an inverted triangle and has smaller hips, it can be a design that would just give her balance, you know, in her figure type. So I think it's a good style for her, and I've got like 2 meters of fabric here as well, so plenty to make that cardigan. The next one was a real steal. I mean, I love this. When I saw it, I couldn't believe the price, and I really do need to go back there and get more of this type of fabric. This is the one I chose in this opportunity. It's like a really light wool blend suiting type thing. It would be perfect for a blazer, for pants, for a skirt, and it's the same on both sides. Like, it's really hard to tell which is which, and it's the classic black and white. I love classic styles and classic types of fabric like this. I grew up with my mum wearing these types of prints with black and white, and it's just, I just think it's a classic, elegant type of fabric, and just pair it with like a blazer and something really nice and tailored. I'm just really excited to have this, and it was only $150 a meter. That is beyond ridiculous. I mean, the fabric, the quality is so good. I don't really know what that warehouse was doing right there. Basically giving fabric away, you know. In that same place, I found some stretch denim, and now stretch denim is very hard to find. I never find the right weight and the right texture, the right feel. And this denim has like this sort of, I don't really know if this is denim actually, but it feels just like denim, and it's got that texture. And look at the stretch, very stretchy, very soft. It might be some sort of twill with stretch content. It's a good weight for jeans, and I couldn't believe I found it there. So yeah, I have made minimal amount of jeans just because I can't find the right stretch denim, not because I don't like making jeans. I actually love making jeans. And after I told the world life was too short to make jeans and made a fool out of myself, I did a whole switch, you know, 180-degree turn. And I made a whole bunch last year in 2018. This year I've made some for men. I haven't made any for myself. But I'm excited to have found like the right type of fabric to try that again and have some fun making a pair of jeans again. I have some ITY fabric, and this one I didn't buy it in Santiago. I bought it here in this city. So the prices were like more normal. How much were these? $5, $8, probably like $7 a meter-ish. Sort of more normal prices, you know. So I got this black and white ITY. I got 1.5 meters. And I just see a nice flowy dress. There are some styles that have like twists or drapey like things across, you know. I have some style arc patterns that I had in mind when I got these ITYs. The ITY that I see in Brazil is very thin, like very thin. Not the type that I would like for myself, but this is the nice, heavier, better quality. I love this one, and I couldn't pass by and like not get it, you know, because it's black and white. I love it. This other one is like an animal print, zebra, maybe tiger. It's definitely not leopard, but something of the sorts. And also I feel it's a really nice quality. It's got a good weight. It's not flimsy. It's not going to stick to me. And yeah, I got another 1.5 meters of this one like that. And then there's this one that's looking quite red on screen, but it's more burgundy. Totally different colors, but pretty colorful. Same quality as the others, and I just like the colors, you know, make a nice dress out of this. And I've got these dark red shoes, and you know, I just could see the outfit in my head, so got that one. This is a black crepe that has sort of like along the grain line has like embroidery. If you can see, it is sheer, so I would have to line whatever I make out of this. I found the fabric really one of a kind. I haven't actually seen fabric like this for sale ever, that is like black crepe with all this stuff on it. And because it was $150, I got the largest amount of fabric I ever, like I don't ever get more than 2 meters. And because it's black and I know it's gonna serve me really well, I got a whopping 4 meters. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the fabrics I purchased. I just wanted to show the fabric and enjoy looking at the fabrics. I don't have definite plans for them. I'm just really happy I was presented the opportunity to get fabrics at discounted prices in a warehouse. You know, you don't always get the chance to buy fabrics at these prices. I know lugging all this fabric back to Brazil is gonna take a lot of work. I'm gonna have to sneak some into my son's and my husband's suitcase, but this happens every year, so they know they have to bring a suitcase, a big one and all that. I hope you enjoyed watching, having a nosy at my fabric. I will see you soon on Friday, hopefully with another video all about sewing, actually with a garment. Thanks for watching. Bye.